So in regards to Matthew 6:7, and when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. You were saying,
the same prayers over and over and over again is viewed as repetitious, which is being ritualistic. I went to a Catholic funeral and heard Hail Mary over and over and over, and if it wasn't heard the first, second, third, fourth, well, I think you get the picture. It was ridiculous.
As has been pointed out many times, this is not what Jesus is referring to here. He specifically is referring to the way the Gentiles pray, which in the ancient Roman Empire was to pray the same prayer to Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Pluto, etc., trying to find a god that would help them. Jesus is not suggesting that prayers should not have a set formula or should not be repeated. If he did do so, then he would have broken his own command several times a day when he prayed the Shema, prayed over his food, prayed over water as he washed his hands, and several other daily activities that the Second Temple Jewish people prayed over. Also, the Passover meal that we see him celebrating with the disciples had a set liturgical style for retelling the story of Israel. The very idea of liturgy comes from the Jewish practices that Jesus took part of when he was living out his earthly ministry. Your interpretation of this verse makes no sense when historical and cultural settings are considered. When the verse is read in the context of the period of time that Jesus spoke it and the people he was talking about, reading it in its proper setting, there is no way it can be applied to Roman Catholics and their practices throughout their history and their present practices, or anyone's practice of repeating a prayer to the Father. We even have the example of the angels in heaven singing/praying the same thing to God at all times. We even have from Revelation the 24 elders who bow down and worship the Lord every time the angels sing their praises to God. So it seems your view on repeated prayer is totally unfounded.
Seems to me that Jesus was saying, if the shoe fits then wear it, so what's your shoe size?
So you think Jesus was condemning what he himself did?
Sorry, but I won't fall for your reverse psychology tactics.
It is a totally reasonable question considering the evidence that I provided in my previous statement.
You haven't proven anything, you only said what you yourself believe.
I gave examples of Revelation that showed angels and elders repeating the same prayer over and over again. I showed the Second Temple Jewish practice of repeated prayer. That is historical proof, if you don't want to address the issues that is on you. But the historical practice is there.
You're Catholic. I've heard enough.
I am not Roman Catholic.
The moderator has already asked I play nice. Have a great day.